Today in Irvine, California, layoffs shake up the gaming scene. A possible new way to vote lands on the November ballot. UC Irvine tackles kids in tech. Big-time water polo splashes down, and Wild Rivers keeps the heat at bay. Multitasking city, meet multiverse of headlines. This is Dean Bark with the City Report in Irvine. Let's kick things off with a bang. Obsidian Entertainment, the Irvine video game studio, known for role-playing games like Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Worlds, has laid off 52 employees. The company was founded in 2003 by former Black Isle Studios developers, and it was acquired by Microsoft in 2018. These cuts are part of Microsoft's larger Xbox restructuring. On July 6th, Microsoft moved to trim about 1,600 roles across its gaming division, citing rising hardware costs and tougher competition in the industry. Microsoft's Xbox business is navigating what industry analysts have called a hardware crisis. The cost of console components has climbed, margins have narrowed, and studios feel the squeeze. The one point of stability here at home is that Obsidian's Irvine facility remains open, and that matters for a city with a growing tech and creative footprint. Personal take. Corporate restructuring is a line item in a spreadsheet until it hits your neighborhood. 52 jobs are 52 households. Companies need to balance shareholder expectations with community impact. Clarity on timelines, benefits, and job placement support should not be optional. Let's cut to the chase. People build these brands and communities carry them. Moving on, Irvine is weighing a change in how we vote. The City Council voted on July 14 to put a question on the November ballot. Should we adopt ranked choice voting by 2028? Ranked choice voting, or RCV, is a system where you rank candidates in order of preference. If your top choice can't win, your vote transfers to your next choice until a candidate gets a majority. It's already used in at least 9 charter cities in California. A charter city is one that operates under its own charter, granting more local control over rules like election methods. Why consider it? Supporters say RCV reduces the spoiler effect, where a similar candidate splits votes and changes the outcome, and it encourages more civil campaigning because candidates want to be your second choice, if not your first. Skeptics point to the costs of new equipment and voter education and worry about confusion. For context, a judge has tentatively ordered Huntington Beach to implement ranked choice voting, which shows how quickly this debate is evolving across Orange County and why it's worth watching locally. My view: reforms that give voters more say and reduce negative campaigning are worth a serious look. If candidates have to appeal beyond their base to earn second and third rankings, our politics might finally sound like a conversation instead of a shouting match. Well, that's one way to look at it. Let's pivot to the next story. How much technology is too much for kids? At UC Irvine's Beckman Center, a conference venue on campus, experts from research and industry held a panel on July 16th to talk about children's digital lives. The focus was balance. Protect kids in online spaces while still giving them room to create and explore. A big topic was generative AI, the software that produces text, images, or even game levels from prompts. The concern is that if AI does too much, it can dull the trial and error that fuels creativity. Safety, privacy, and the quality of what kids see were front and center. A key point from the panel: it's less about counting minutes and more about context. What is the child doing on the screen? Creating a story, collaborating with friends, or endlessly scrolling? The speakers also warned against tech panic. Each new tool triggers fear, but thoughtful use can unlock real benefits. Still, the caution stands. AI that writes the story and builds the world could crowd out the child who should be doing those things. My 2 cents: measure, do not ban. Ask what's on the screen and why. High-quality content in a good setting beats rigid time caps that miss the point. Let's not overcomplicate this. Kids need guidance, not a blanket blackout. Shifting gears, a major youth sports event splashes into town. USA Water Polo's Junior Olympics, the world's largest water polo tournament, runs July 18th through 26th across Orange County. The girls compete July 18 to 21, and the boys compete July 23 to 26. Finals will be at the William Willett Jr. Aquatic Center, Irvine's flagship swimming and water polo facility at the Civic Center. Many local high school athletes are in the mix. Some are absent because they are representing the U.S. at the Under-16 World Championships in Croatia, an international tournament for top youth talent. This is also a win for sports tourism. Big rosters, bigger families, and packed stands mean hotel nights and full restaurants. It has been a busy summer at Woolett with national meets already on deck, reinforcing Irvine's profile as a reliable host city for aquatic sports. What's the takeaway? Youth sports are culture, commerce, and community all at once. Personal note, show up and cheer. These tournaments showcase dedication and bring positive energy citywide. Call it like it is. That is the good kind of overflow. And now for something completely different. Heat relief. Wild Rivers Water Park, the longtime local favorite, now located at the Irvine Great Park, drew big crowds as temperatures climbed into the 80s on Saturday. The park, which reopened in 2022 after more than a decade away, features attractions like Pelican Plunge and the Castaway River. It is rolling out a Christmas in July event on July 25th, complete with seasonal music, photos with Santa, and themed activities. Santa in board shorts, now that's worth discussing. There's a bit of hometown nostalgia here. Many adults who grew up with Wild Rivers are now taking their kids, and that continuity builds real community. Recreation spaces do more than entertain. They give families low-stress ways to gather, especially during long, hot spells. Time to dig into the details. If you plan to go on the 25th, expect the festive playlist to hit early. There you have it. From job cuts in gaming to a possible new era at the ballot box. From kids and AI to world-class water polo and a cool day at Wild Rivers. This is Dean Bark with the City Report in Irvine. Stay cool out there and tune in tomorrow for the latest.